What if I told you that McLaren has found the key to staying on top in 2025? Since its first run at Silverstone, the MCL39 has created a stir with never-before-seen aerodynamic improvements. But are they enough to repeat the constructor's title? Before I tell you, tell me in the comments, do you think McLaren can defend its crown in 2025? From the first images of the filming day at Silverstone, the McLaren MCL39 made it clear that the British team has opted for evolution rather than a total revolution. Although it maintains the successful base of the car that gave it the constructor's title in 2024, key modifications have been implemented in strategic areas to maximize performance without compromising reliability. One of the most notable changes is found in the side pods, where McLaren has introduced the so-called overbite, a modification to the air intake that allows the flow to the Venturi tunnels to be optimized. In aerodynamic terms, this is critical as approximately 60% of the downforce comes from the floor of the car. By better directing the air in this area, a more efficient balance between downforce and drag is achieved, which translates into improved cornering speed without sacrificing straight-line speed. The bodywork has also been revised, almost completely eliminating the shoulder sections that characterized last year's design. This adjustment reduces aerodynamic drag and improves behavior in the airflow bottleneck area. In practical terms, this means that the car will be able to maintain greater stability in high-speed corners, minimizing downforce loss in extreme conditions. Another key point in the evolution of the MCL39 is the lowering of the center of gravity. Thanks to a more aggressive compaction of the structure, McLaren has achieved a more efficient weight distribution, which translates into greater stability under braking and better response in changes of direction. This is especially relevant on circuits with highly aerodynamically demanding corners, where any variation in the car's balance can make the difference in lap times. One of the biggest challenges for any Formula One team is finding the right balance between innovation and continuity. McLaren has chosen to maintain elements that have proven their effectiveness, such as its pull rod front suspension, while optimizing key components to squeeze out every thousandth of a second on track. The combination of these improvements positions the MCL39 as a car designed not only to defend its title, but to continue pushing the boundaries of aerodynamic engineering in Formula One. One of the most notable elements of the McLaren MCL39 is its combination of advanced suspension and aerodynamic refinements, aspects that have been key to the team's dominance in recent years. The philosophy behind the design of this car not only seeks to maintain the aerodynamic efficiency that allowed it to win in 2024, but also to improve its performance in high-speed corners and stability under braking. The pull rod front suspension has been one of McLaren's biggest bets in recent years. Although this configuration was initially introduced by Red Bull in the modern era of Formula One, McLaren has worked on its own evolution of the concept. This design allows for a lower center of gravity and better management of the airflow towards the rear of the car, which improves overall aerodynamic efficiency. By maintaining this configuration, the team has opted to continue a solution that has already proven its effectiveness, refining it to maximize mechanical grip in different types of corners. Another of the most important changes is found in the redesign of the bonnet and the elimination of the raised sections on the shoulders of the car. This modification not only helps to reduce aerodynamic drag, but also allows for a cleaner airflow towards the rear diffuser. In today's Formula One, where the downforce generated by the ground is crucial, every detail in the management of the airflow can make a significant difference in the performance of the car. The team has also worked on the rearview mirror support, which now features a double bracket structure. While at first glance it may seem like a minor change, this modification has direct implications on the car's aerodynamics, as it acts as an element that helps redirect airflow towards the side pods and rear wing. This optimization contributes to reducing turbulence and maximizing the efficiency of the aerodynamic package as a whole. The balance between downforce and straight-line speed is another aspect that McLaren has sought to perfect with the MCL39. The new side pod design and more efficient distribution of airflow to the Venturi tunnels allow high levels of downforce to be maintained without increasing drag. This means that the car can maintain great stability in corners without losing competitiveness on the straights, an essential characteristic on high-speed circuits such as Monza or Silverstone. All these changes are part of a clear strategy, to squeeze the most out of every thousandth of a second within increasingly restrictive regulations. Aerodynamics and suspension have been fine-tuned down to the smallest detail to ensure that the MCL39 not only maintains its performance in 2025, but continues to set the benchmark on the grid. McLaren faces a significant challenge in the 2025 season. the reduction in available wind tunnel time due to its success in the 2024 Constructors' Championship. Under Formula One regulations, the team that finishes in pole position receives the least amount of aerodynamic development time, meaning McLaren only has 70% of the testing time of the lower-performing teams. This limitation forces the team to find innovative solutions to continue developing its car without relying so much on physical testing. To counter this disadvantage, McLaren has opted for a digital optimization strategy, using state-of-the-art aerodynamic simulation tools. Instead of carrying out so much wind tunnel testing, the team has increased its use of computational fluid dynamics (CFD), which allows the behavior of the airflow around the car to be modeled with millimeter precision. This technology not only reduces the need for physical testing, but also speeds up the development process, allowing thousands of simulations to be carried out in a matter of hours rather than days. Another key aspect in offsetting this disadvantage is the collection and analysis of on-track data. During the filming day at Silverstone, McLaren used advanced sensors to gather information on the MCL39's aerodynamic behavior in real-world conditions. Although this type of testing is limited to 200 kilometers on demo tires, the data obtained is essential for fine-tuning the car's performance before the start of the season. The team has also focused its efforts on maximizing the efficiency of the time available in the wind tunnel. Each session has been optimized to obtain as much data as possible, prioritizing key areas such as airflow interaction on the side pods, rear diffuser behavior and stability in the aerodynamic bottleneck. Rather than carrying out general testing, each session is designed with a specific objective, allowing engineers to gain valuable information without wasting development minutes. The reduction in time in the wind tunnel has also led McLaren to innovate in the way it validates its aerodynamic concepts. New methodologies have been developed to correlate simulation data with on-track results, allowing adjustments to be made with greater precision without the need for additional physical testing. This approach is crucial in a season where every detail can make the difference in the fight for the championship. Despite the handicap in aerodynamic development, McLaren has proven in the past its ability to innovate under constraints. The combination of advanced digital tools, strategic use of the wind tunnel and accurate on-track data collection allows the British team to remain competitive in an environment where engineering and efficiency are more important than ever. The key question is whether this strategy will be enough to maintain the advantage over its rivals in the 2025 season. McLaren has designed the MCL39 with a clear strategy, to maintain the strengths that allowed it to win the Constructors' Championship in 2024 while introducing key aerodynamic and structural improvements to defend its position in 2025. The evolution of the car is not a radical change, but a precise optimization of each element to extract maximum performance within increasingly restrictive regulations. Bodywork modifications, redesigned side pods and the removal of shoulder sections have reduced aerodynamic drag and improved airflow efficiency. These improvements, combined with the continuation of the pull rod suspension and meticulous downforce tuning, position the MCL39 as a car designed to dominate on high-speed circuits and demanding corners. However, the big question is whether these improvements will be enough to counter the threats from Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes. The reduction in wind tunnel time imposes a significant challenge, forcing McLaren to rely on advanced simulations and limited track testing. While other teams have more scope for aerodynamic development, McLaren has had to be extremely efficient in how it spends each test session, prioritizing areas with the greatest impact on the car's overall performance. The balance between innovation and continuity will be decisive for the 2025 season. While McLaren has shown that it has the tools and technical knowledge to stay at the top, the evolution of its rivals and the ability to adapt to development during the year will play a fundamental role. The MCL39 arrives with a solid base, but Formula One is a dynamic environment where advantages can quickly fade if a team fails to evolve at the same pace as the competition. The real challenge will begin when the car faces the first tests on track against its direct rivals. If the improvements implemented manage to compensate for the lack of development time in the wind tunnel and the team maintains its ability to evolve throughout the season, McLaren could have in its hands a car capable of fighting for the championship again. The question is not only whether the MCL39 is the best car on its debut, but whether it can remain competitive throughout the year against teams that will have more opportunities to develop their own aerodynamic concepts. The first races will be key to measuring the true potential of the MCL39. If McLaren can get off to a solid start, establishing its dominance on highly aerodynamically demanding circuits, it will have the chance to establish itself as the team to beat in 2025. Otherwise, the lack of room for maneuver in development could become a difficult obstacle to overcome. The future of the season will depend on how McLaren manages the evolution of its car in the face of pressure from its competitors. With a solid technical base, a highly qualified engineering team and 2 drivers capable of extracting maximum performance from the car, McLaren has all the tools necessary to fight for the championship. The big question is whether, in a Formula One where every detail makes the difference, the McLaren will be competitive enough to resist the advance of its rivals and stay at the top until the last race of the year.